You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast, hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.
Welcome to another episode of Oversaturated, the podcast, where we discuss music, movies, pop culture, and everything in between. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Ralph.
Welcome to episode number 208.
208, man. I'm Ralph Rambo this week.
Ralph Rambo.
I took her name.
I
took her name.
Hey, that's what we do with Queens. That's what we do with Queens, baby. New listeners, please follow us on all social media. Facebook, just search Oversaturated the podcast. Twitter is Oversat Podcast. Instagram is Oversat the podcast. And our email is oversatpodcast@gmail.com. And please be sure to check out our website, oversatthepod.com. Anything you need to know about OS is there.
Yes, sir. If you want to follow us individually, I'm the Mind of Ralph across the social media platforms.
Yes, on Twitter, I'm JON2_B. On Instagram, I'm JBS_ESL_AAMU. Also, special shout out to WDJYFM 99.1 in Atlanta.
ATL, ho.
Shout out to OS Gang out there in Georgia. Ralph. Another week. We're here.
Yes.
We're a week away from Thanksgiving, which is crazy. Insane.
I didn't even think about it like that.
Real talk, man.
It's such a long week in between now and then. I think that's probably why I haven't even gave it too much thought.
I know, just busy, stuff.
Yeah, it's stuff. There's a lot going on. But yeah,
well, how you feeling, man?
I'm doing okay, man.
Mm-hmm.
Doing good. Had a eventful weekend. It feels like I had rest, but I had stuff to do at the same time. I think those are like the best weekends for me, where it's like I don't feel like I'm overloaded with rest because I wouldn't know what to do if I had it. You know what I'm saying? But I did get a chance to rest. I think because I was off Friday.
Okay.
I didn't work Friday. Like Friday, and then me and the wife went out. We went to a hip-hop exhibit at St. Louis Art Museum. They were celebrating the 50 years of hip-hop. So they had a culture event. It was a lot of local artists, a lot of national artists. One artist in particular from East St. Louis, I'm going to make sure I say his name out loud here, but let me give me 1 second.
Cool.
But he had a dope sculpture. It was like a crystal vase, like a crystal face. Like it was like diamonds and stuff like that, but the explanation behind it was really, really dope.
I think I seen you post it too.
Damon Davis.
Okay.
He was born in 85, so he's around our age range for sure. But no, the whole art exhibit was dope, bro. Like just it was original Dapper Dan pieces. It was like even Telfar and stuff like that. You had a lot of it was a grill exhibit. It was a what else? It was they talked about the pioneers, of course, and the origins, and it was just like I don't know if you remember Meek Mill's album cover, Expensive Pain, but it was actually a piece of art.
Really?
Yeah, and that art was on display.
Oh, that's dope.
So they had Nipsey murals. It was all kind of dope stuff, man. It was dope. So
I heard about the exhibits at the art museum, right?
Yeah.
I have tickets. I ain't been yet.
Oh yeah, you should definitely go.
Yeah, I think it's running through January, so I got a little time
left,
but yeah, I definitely want to catch it, before it leaves.
Yeah.
So that's dope, man. Shit, speaking of, I guess, hip hop pioneers and legends, I went and saw Pete Rock on Friday. It was dope. I was the youngest person in there, but
of course,
yeah,
of course.
But to be able to see like a legend like that, just spinning just in his bag, just DJing and rocking the crowd, moving the crowd, keeping the crowd hype, like it was a great experience. Like I'm glad I'm at a place in life where I'm able to witness some of the legends and icons that pioneered this genre and this culture that we love today, right?
Yeah.
So just being able to be there in the presence and just feel the energy that he exudes, that what he's been doing for him 50 years, right? Because it's the 50th year of hip hop. Like it was a great experience, man. And at this point, at least for this year, I've seen Pete Rock, I've seen Grandmaster Flash, and I've seen Dougie Fresh in person. each playing, you know, their respective songs. Like that's
songs and roles. Yeah, they do. Nah,
like that's fire. It's been a great year of hip hop for me. You know, when it comes to like going to concerts and seeing these legends do their thing. So shout out to Pete Rock, man. That was cool.
Shout out to Pete Rock, man.
Yeah, that was dope. But outside of that, work been kicking my ass. Like I've been mad busy, bro. I'm tired. I'm exhausted, and I needed that on Friday just because like how my week went. Like it was a lot. So being able to release and also realizing that's the first time I've been out by myself in a long time. Like you know, I'm either with my lady or with some friends just kicking it. But being able to go out and just enjoy your own company and just be in the corner dancing, like it's lit.
Yeah,
it's lit. So nah, man, it was a good night. I needed that. So we here now.
Oh yeah, of course. No, what we doing off the dome?
Off the dome.
I got one. Music related, right?
Let's do it.
DSPs have been like the bane of our existence for the past 6-7 years, something like that.
Yeah. Shit, both music and
the
movie wise.
But you know, sticking to music though, right? There are a lot of songs and original songs and mixtape songs and unreleased songs that have never made it to DSPs. So pretty much it's probably like a YouTube favorite. So pretty much give me like one of your favorite unreleased mixtape songs from any artist, any genre. But you got to go to YouTube because it ain't no DSP. Because DSPs is specifically for like albums and I guess the EPs and higher level mixtapes that we've gotten in the past 5 years.
Right. Okay. I gotta think back on this one. Give me your answer while I ponder.
It depends on the day, right?
Right.
But where do I want to go with this? I can say DJ Luke Nasty. He did a remix of Rain, where he remixed Melodies of Heaven from Heaven from Kurt Franklin. And listen, I don't care what we are. Listen, I don't get into them sacrilegious bands. Ooh, man, shut up. It's good music. Shut up.
Nah,
that joint slap.
Look, I'm not mad at it. I'm not.
But Rain, like I know he ain't talking about Melodies from Heaven. He talking about them dollars for them women's. The women's.
With the Z. With the
women's.
Z.
But nah, listen, I can keep going, but I'm gonna stick to that because I always find myself going back to listen to that. Like I think it's just such a vibe. It's such a bop. And you know, Kirk don't play with his music. He'll sample all the soul singers and you know he'll sample all them. But when somebody that came after him want to sample his joint, they was like, "Oh no, sir,
nah, I can't do that."
No, well, I can flip secular in the gospel, but you can't flip.
Can't do it vice versa. No.
Because he did T-Pain like that. T-Pain had a fire song called Silver and Gold.
You told me about that.
Listen, that song goes so tough, bro. But Kirk was like, nah. Can't let you get it away with that, my boy.
Bro, that's hilarious. So I used to go down a crazy rabbit hole on YouTube of just like old rapper freestyles.
Yeah.
And I can't remember specific names of these, but Cannabis has several 10-minute just freestyles over just crazy beats. And I used to listen to those back to back while I worked. And this had to be like 2012, 2011-ish, something like that. But Cannabis freestyles over just hella beats like back in those times used to go crazy to me. Like I'll sit there and listen for like 2 hours while I work of just nothing but Cannabis freestyles. And I really wish I remembered some of the names of them. I just tried to Google them, they ain't come up. Yeah. But no, Cannabis freestyles, different. Some of y'all might not even know who Cannabis is.
I was about to say it sounds like torture.
But
like Cannabis freestyles while you work? Oh God. Yeah, okay.
Nah, you just keep me going. It's provocative.
All right.
Yeah. But dope question though. All right, so for my Off the Dome, I just recently finished a show on Prime Video called Gen V.
Okay.
Gen V is a spinoff of the comic book show The Boys that is also on Prime Video, right?
Okay.
The Boys, super fire. I know we talked about it.
I just refused to buy Amazon, but I hear
I've
heard great things about the shows. I'm not doing it.
Understood. But no, The Boys, super fire show, right?
Yeah.
I think there are 3 seasons in. Season 4 comes out sometime next year.
Okay.
But this year, Gen V, which is a spinoff of The Boys, debuted this year, and they just had their season finale 2-ish weeks ago.
Okay.
But super fire spinoff, right? Which just got me to thinking. just about TV show spinoffs in general. So just give me maybe like one or two of your favorite TV show spinoffs, like ever. Your favorite.
I don't know. Because if I say Power, those are like guilty pleasures. Like those shows are not.
But I mean, look. If that's your vibe, then cool.
Okay, well, I'm on Power season 2, Force right now. I've never watched season 1. That's
never watched season 1.
I didn't have to. Like, listen, bro.
Listen, all you need to recap.
The Power formula is so like it's the same thing. Like, bro, just plug and play. Like, they in Chicago. Tommy literally like is like Ghost. Like he thinks and he's way more brutal. And I'm intrigued into the storyline. So yeah, okay, you know what? I'll just
there you go.
I'll stand on business.
There we go. Talk about it,
because it's the first thing right here. It's off the dome, man. It's crazy. I wanted to go deep. Like, hey, man, I think that Fear of the Walking Dead is a good show. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, start thinking about.
But I mean,
like the best spinoffs. Like,
if that's your shit,
you like Better Call Saul. It's lit.
And I thought that's where you was gonna go.
I haven't watched it in full.
Oh,
to really
okay.
To really have that type of opinion. Like, I got stuck in season 1.
I got you.
I gotta.
Listen,
really
hey, it'd be like that. Look, I still ain't went back to watch House of Cards. That was 10 years ago. So look, here we are. But no, that's dope. So for mine, a Different World definitely comes to mind, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Different World, The Flash, which is a spinoff of Arrow, was a super fire Flash TV show.
That's kind of nasty.
You think so?
Considering that the Flash is the more popular character.
True.
That I mean, you know, I never watched it, but
I know.
I'm just considering.
I'm saying no. From your viewpoint, I get it. I get it.
I was about to say what?
But Arrow at the time was the only DC live action TV show on like network TV, because it was like the WB, CW or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And I want to say season 2 or season 3 is when they did a pseudo pilot episode for The Flash, which then turned The Flash into its own show. And then honestly, one of my all-time favorites, The Game. The Game is a spinoff of the show Girlfriends.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's pre-BET. Not
the BET.
Not the BET. We talking. Was that UPN or was that WB? Was that WB? I feel like
it was definitely the Black Network.
Okay, UPN. Go back before they turned to bounce. But
it was that.
No, but yeah, The Game, The Flash, and A Different World. Some of my all-time favorite spin-off TV shows.
Oh no, that's fair.
Yeah,
that's definitely fair.
Yeah.
But now, people, that was off the dome. What's your favorite song that's pretty much a YouTube only exclusive?
Yep, and then let us know what are your favorite TV show spinoffs. Holla at us.
OS Gang, what's happening? Family and kinfolk.
We're here,
man. We got a docket here this week. It's not a lot.
We gonna get to it.
No, we gonna cook though. First things first. The rollout still for Jeezy's album. I don't forget, but I might forgive. I forgot. I'm typing up the name because it's like it's like I want to say God forgives, but I don't. But that's Ross.
That's Ross. Yeah,
and it's like it's so similar. That's what
I think it's. I might forgive,
but I don't forget.
Yeah.
Okay. I might forget, but I don't. I might forgive, but I don't forget. See, I'm messing up.
That's okay.
But the album rollout is still going, right? He had a sit-down interview with, I would dare say, a therapy session with none other than actress Nia Long. Hour long, Johnny.
Yeah.
We're here to give our reaction. Brother, what did you think about this interview?
Just off the back, off the strength, it was great. It was great to see, right?
Yeah.
To see Jeezy and to see Nia Long sit down and have just a conversation. I honestly, I mean, it did kind of somewhat turn into an interview, but I would honestly just call it a general conversation, right? Between two colleagues, two peers, and just the type of topics that they discussed throughout, I thought was amazing. Like it's rare that we're able to see black men and black women sit down and have these types of talks, right, without it becoming toxic or without it going left. Yeah, which is what social media tried to do with it. But that's a whole nother thing.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah. But no, shout out to them because I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Likewise, I definitely appreciated what the conversation was. I don't know if people were waiting for the mess to kind of come out from either side. They touched on it, but very lightly. Because I don't think that
it wasn't that.
It wasn't for that. And then honestly, it's kind of like we already know what that is.
Yeah.
But you can still talk about your trauma without talking about that.
Exactly.
You know
without going into detail.
Without going into intimate details, because he alluded to certain things, and we can probably get to that. But I just like the interaction, the back and forth. Nia Long almost being like the therapist.
No, I agree. I agree.
Her being vulnerable, Jeezy being vulnerable, because I mean, outside of the music, when do you see rappers be vulnerable like this?
Absolutely.
Especially in this setting, especially somebody that we've grown over the past 15, 16, 17 years.
Yeah. And that was part of his point in wanting to have that type of dialogue, right? Is we all know Jeezy for, the music, his past, what he's may or may not done allegedly, all that kind of stuff, but to see the person that he's grown to be today, right?
Yeah.
He wanted to sit down and show black men and black women, hey, it's okay to sit down. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to have these conversations. Men, you don't have to be emasculated if you show emotion, things like that. Mm-hmm. Like it's okay. Like we're here. Let's do this.
Trap therapy, but it's
word.
It was interesting him just talking about the relationship with his mother, the grief that he had, the talks of forgiveness and things like that, and that shaped his view of women, and that's why he always had like a bad disdain for women. But like we always said on this podcast, but first of all, we're advocates for therapy.
For sure.
If you can afford it, if your insurance covers it, go for it. You find a good therapist and go for it. Because that's where the real work comes in. And he didn't realize how he moved in a lot of his relationships was because of his failed relationship with his mom. Mm-hmm. Like, and the way that he parented was because of his mom. Like things like that. So I'm like, damn, Jeezy suffered from mama issues, and look at, like, you know what I'm saying? Look at the life that he lived. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he was like, he had like strong parents as far as what he told us. You know what I'm saying? So to see the life that, he ultimately glorified, I wouldn't say, I don't know. I wasn't there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You never want to say nothing about, somebody's street life, but I wasn't there. I don't know. But it's interesting.
Right. And I think it was, well, clearly it was therapy for him, but also I'm hoping that the people that watch the interview and listen to the interview are able to take from that, hey, maybe certain things that I do say, act, all of that stems from some type of reaction of how I grew up. Not saying it's all necessarily negative, because a lot of it could have had a positive impact. Like for him, he said, because his mom was so strict and was so hard on him, it motivated him to want to do better. Because what he was saying was he wanted to always prove to his mom that he was worthy, was enough, and things like that, right? So I mean, negative, I guess, thing from his mom, but that turned into a positive for himself.
Yeah.
So hopefully that allows people to search within themselves and say, hey, what's going on? How can I change? How can I be different? Things like that.
Yeah, I like the fact he said that he actually forgave his mom, and it was actually after she transitioned on, and he was very comfortable with speaking about that. Like he talked about how he wrote his feelings down, he read a letter, and like those things can be very therapeutic. So don't ever think that you're wrong, and don't ever think that you're crazy and trying to express your feelings, because sometimes you just got to, because those things manifest and those things bottle up. One thing I want to touch on, right? Since we're here, like, too much positivity.
I know. Look,
right. Now,
after you said that shit about Keith Lee, I was like, damn, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Nope. Get straight to the shits. All right. Now, so I've been listening to the album more and more because of 29 tracks. That was a lot of music to digest in 3 days, 2 days when we came here and talked about it. So I'm listening again, and then on Nothing to Prove, he said that if I talk to Nia Long, I'm gonna get her. I'm paraphrasing. Now he said this.
He said
on this album
verbatim.
Right. No, I mean, well, I'm
paraphrasing. My bad.
But yeah. So now he sit down with Nia Long, and then she said I used to date nothing but drug dealers. He's like, really? Yeah. So, I'm wondering if they're going to trauma bond over this. He leaving his wife, she getting out of a long-term relationship. I'm not mad if they do get together. I actually like the idea. But, you know what I'm saying?
Well, bro, let's look at it like this.
I don't want to be celebrity matchmaker and make them go.
Now that we switching gears now, because we gonna get toxic. The first 7 minutes of this entire video was them trauma bonding. The first 7 minutes was him going deep into everything that was wrong with him, like growing up. And all she did, she was just the glisten in the eye, all of that. You synced it. I synced it with my own eye. It was there. I synced it. Now, what I will say can you trauma bond with somebody that you call sis? Because toward the end of the interview, it was nothing but sister. Oh, you my sister, and listen, I want to do this.
Listen, brother.
Play. That's what that means. That's what that means. He disguising it, right?
Listen, brother. Listen, brother. There's no way Nia Long is ever your sister, brother, unless she's unless she's your sister.
Blood sister. Y'all have the same mom and or dad.
That's the only way.
That's the only way. Facts.
That sounds cool.
Factual. Yeah. Nah, look.
It sounds cool till it actually ain't.
Now,
what if she with it?
What you mean?
No hezzy.
Look, easy.
No hezzy. What? Right.
Easy. You feel me? But no. Yeah. Look, again, the conversation itself was dope, and both of them were able to get some things off of their chest, right? And honestly, the way the conversation flowed, the way they fed off each other, I thought it was really good. Mm-hmm. But nah, I definitely seen there was some chemistry there.
I don't think that this is meant a narrative, but I just want to ask you: do you think this was genuine?
I think that's a good question. That's a good question. I
mean, because it's a part of it. Call it what it is. It's part of the album. It's part of the rollout because the album in itself is therapy.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because like when I went back and listened, I'm catching the stuff I didn't catch before. I was like, oh, okay, he talking stuff about failed relationships, failed artists, developments and things like that. Like he talking about family and stuff like that. So I'm catching all that this time around, but. Maybe it's because of the
I think it's a possibility that it started out as just something for the rollout, but I think in them actually going through with it, maybe it turned into something genuine. Yeah, because I mean, I feel like during the course of the conversation, I could see them really start to like relax a bit more and really dig deep and get into their bag.
I imagine you sitting down for your first therapy session, right? There's always a level of you being guarded.
Absolutely,
you know what I'm saying? And then where you see where your conversation can go, you let your guard down and start to talk a little bit more because. And I think that's the beautiful thing about therapy in person. Like I do a lot of virtual, but in person, like you catch a lot of nonverbal cues.
Oh, for sure.
Like she caught, like, oh, you're being guarded because of the way, blah blah blah, woo woo woo. But
listen, man. Look, it was dope. Now, what I don't want to see is a bunch of people doing this for their rollout. That's what I don't want to see.
So the next Kodak Black album, you want him to sit down and do a
hell no.
But Kodak Black need therapy though.
He does, and he needs actual therapy with an actual licensed professional, not to be filmed. No, client, professional confidentiality, all that need to be adhered to.
No, right, but Jesus said that with
Nia Long.
actress, with a Nia Long, so it's different. You know what I'm saying? We wanted to see that. Look, I don't know why, but
because it's Nia Long.
Like when you think about it, you're like okay. Listen, until you actually see the trailer, you're like, oh,
right. Oh, it's there.
Oh, it's there. Oh, okay, that's cool. I can rock with that.
People was going to watch Nia Long, men and women. It don't matter. Don't matter what she's doing. So
that is very true, man.
Listen, man, how you go from posting the video of you licking the chocolate sauce to this? That's crazy.
The range.
You know what? You right. Hey, we was talking about that in pre-production.
Hey, we let black women do what they do, man. Listen,
and we love them for it.
Yes, especially Nia Long.
Man, look, the range. I think that might be the name.
No, God. Well, let's talk about this, man. I think this was an interesting conversation, right? It kind of got struck up on the Twitter, I think.
On the Twitter,
Twitter, hey man, look, man, my old nigga. But who has the bigger influence, right? And we're gonna use two godfathers of this hip hop game, right? Mm-hmm. And we're gonna use Rakim and we're gonna use LL Cool J. Mm-hmm. And the debate got heated. They love them old niggas on Twitter.
Damn.
I love them too, but it's like the old niggas love old niggas. It's crazy, like you know what I'm saying, like. Yeah. But I mean, to me. Where do you go with this? Like, where do you go with this conversation, right? Because influence means so much.
Yeah, true. And and starting this conversation, I don't know because LL Cool J has been in the game longer, right? Def Jam, Ruben, all that.
Was it around the same time?
Was it the same time?
I
thought Rakim might have been like 80s. Late. I thought Rakim like mid to late 80s, and then LL like early 80s. Okay, well we got technology. We gonna figure it out.
Keep cooking. I'm just looking up stuff.
So yeah, that's where I like start the conversation, right? who came first, and then when they hit the scene, who started as the bigger artist. And I want to say LL Cool J, right? In that conversation, but then I think about after they debuted, whose influence like changed the game, and I think they both changed the game in their own rights. LL Cool J became like the sex symbol, a lot of songs for the ladies, while also still catering to the male fan base, right? But then when Rakim popped on, like his style of rap, his style of flow, all of that kind of paved the way into the 90s as well. So it's like, which one of those had the bigger influence on hip hop as a whole?
Okay, for time frame purposes, right? I would say they're both around the same time frame because Radio came out 85.
Oh, okay.
Eric B. Rakim Paid in Full came out 87.
87. Oh,
and
okay.
That's going off of what I just was able to look up real quick, right? So
yeah, we'll say
same time frame, right?
Okay.
But marketed completely different.
Absolutely.
Rakim and Eric B. are a duo, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
LL was always a solo artist, always has been marketed as a solo artist. Came out undeniably as a star.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Undeniably as a star. I think crossed over quicker than Rakim.
Oh, absolutely. That I do agree with.
So, but that's not what we're debating. We're debating influence. Now, if you ask me, the influence is deeper with LL because it's stylistic. It's like the image, the crossover, the sex symbol, the chest out, the rope chain, the bucket hat, the Adidas, like that part of it. Like I could say LL has grandsons out here.
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
of course.
Like Nelly, Big Sean, all off of the LL Cool J tree. Like no debating. Like straight off of it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like now with Rakim, I can't think of nobody like that unless you're talking about how this nigga raps.
Yeah, and I think that's where the debate stops.
And that's where the conversation stops.
Yeah. So, I guess the question would be: Is the influence of Rakim when it comes to how people rap greater than the influence that LL Cool J brought along when it's pretty much everything else? And I would say no. I would say no.
I would say no. And that's not even slight. It's like to Kim because Rakim, his vocal protection, the way he sounds on the track, like pause,
even
like,
today,
like pause, the voice is buttery smooth, like you know what I'm saying, like you know what I'm saying, it's smooth, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's like it's very distinct, and a lot of people bit the style.
Yeah,
but that's a lot. You know what I'm saying? I can't, like, when I think, and maybe because I'm drawing a blank because I don't know the Rakim family tree like that. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to LL, we can start doing that real quick.
It's true. And would you say that LL Cool J was the first rap superstar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was marketed as such. Like, if Def Jam is the flagship, and who else is bigger than LL on Def Jam? Run DMC, that's a group. Beastie Boys, that's a group.
Yeah. Okay.
Biz Markie, he might have been Def Jam, right? If not, he's around that time.
He's around that time for sure.
And then think. Okay, let's just expand it to his peers. I ain't even gotta say Def Jam. LL as a rapper is bigger than Fresh Prince. LL as a rapper is bigger than who else? We already said he bigger than Rakim. Who else is like a solo guy at that time? Biz Markie, he's bigger than him.
And see, I think it was a lot of groups in the 80s anyway.
Oh yeah, it was a lot of groups. There's a lot of groups and duos for sure.
Yeah, we didn't start.
That's why it's kind of hard to say. Well, Rakim was a part of something.
Yeah.
But I mean, you still don't negate influence just because he was a part of something.
True, but that's also a testament of how great of an MC he was. Yes, he was a part of a duo, but people do recognize him for his individual contribution to rap, like the rapping ability and things like that.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. No disrespect, but people not really saying that about Will Smith. Now, Will Smith could rap in his own right. He got hits and all that, but nobody's like saying
the influence and all that.
Right.
Because I mean, honestly, the Fresh Prince. I mean, we'll leave Will Smith the rap out of this, but Fresh Prince is more so a reflection of the time, if that makes sense. He was one of the most gifted and one of the most marketable at the time. And that's not saying he's not good. That's just what that is.
Right.
But LL's different. I don't know really what else to say. Like it's.
Hey man,
listen, I know who I say my GOAT is, but listen, if somebody told me LL, I'm not really arguing with you.
True,
because he's for him to had come out in '85 and arguably still have his songs hold up to this day, where rap music ages like milk. You know what I'm saying? Most times,
right? No, it's
but
true.
LL got them, them hits that stick to your ribs for sure.
It's true, and people who aren't like quote unquote true hip hop heads, they not really running to Rakim's catalog like that. Not saying that his catalog isn't great or good or anything like that. Not saying he doesn't have like
he has
hits,
more of the hit, like you said, he has more of the hip hop heads where a casual can go listen to I Need Love.
Exactly.
And compared to I Ain't No Joke.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
It's true.
I love I Ain't
it's
No
true.
Joke. I love I Ain't No Joke. Don't do that.
It's just
don't do that.
Yeah.
People like
look.
What you saying?
They about to be in the comments going crazy.
What you saying?
You know that.
No.
Everybody over 50 is about to go crazy.
Well, they gotta listen to us first.
Shit, that was just the That was just the people at the DLP Rock thing.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
But
I mean, it's a dope conversation to have, and it's always good for debate purposes. But I mean, if you ask me, and I was raised more on LL because of he was still making hits when I was falling in love with rap.
Right.
That helped. That helps a lot too.
That absolutely helps. Absolutely.
Listen. I was raised on Hey Lover and all that. You know what I'm saying? So that made me go back and listen to that stuff in the '80s.
Yep, and I even played Headsprung too.
Hey, listen, Headsprung.
And that was 2000.
I mean, listen, Paradise, all this shit. I don't care about none of that.
We
Love You Better. No, don't do that. Them songs slap, bro.
No. I'm saying we clearly have
like,
answered the question, like, cause just through the conversation.
I was about to say, don't say Skip, man.
No.
Love You Better go hard.
Absolutely not. And that be hard too.
Man, what?
Man, look,
for real.
All right, see, now we talking. Now we talking.
All right. Respect. But no, I mean, if you ask OS, LL.
Yeah, man. Shout out to both, though. Shout out to both.
Hey, man, let's talk about this, man. The 2024 Grammy nominations have arrived for the show that usually comes out, February? It changes. It's like Easter. It changes every year. Like, I don't know when, because it'd be like after the Super Bowl, then it'd be James. I don't know, man. Make up your mind.
This year it was super late, right? Like February and March passed. I was like, hey, yo, where the Grammys at?
Anyway, bro. Yeah. But I mean, and was this before the writer's strike?
Yes. Wait, good question.
No, because
I feel like it was.
because we had the 50th hip hop thing, so never mind. But long story short, the 2024 Grammy nominations are in. SZA leads the pack with 8 nominations.
8 of them things.
Shout out to SZA, we go jump
St.
around
Louis
this thing.
Own.
Yeah, you sure?
No.
All right, you sure?
She claimed it. I don't know.
Sometimes, right? But no, it's funny though.
That's funny.
We here though, Johnny. What you got for the Grammy noms, bro?
Well, let's just start with album of the year, because that's like one of the first categories that's listed here on the website. So for album of the year, we have Boy Genius, The Record, Janelle Monáe, The Age of Pleasure, John Baptiste, World Music Radio, Lana Del Rey, Did You Know That There's a Tunnel Under Ocean Boulevard? That is a long title. Miley Cyrus, Endless Summer Vacation, Olivia Rodrigo, Guts, SZA, SOS, Taylor Swift, Midnight. Those are the album of the year nominees.
I realize that I'm not well versed enough to speak on this sometimes, so it's just like I'm always go with the black artist or the most popular person.
No, like, you know it's like, real.
That's a real thing.
Real.
So, yeah. I mean, if y'all want to give it to SZA, cool. But I ain't marching in the streets either. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, yeah. I feel like John Baptiste is like nominated every year for album of the year. Or at least for something. Like, he's nominated every year for something. So shout out to him.
I'm gonna just say this out loud. I had no idea that Miley Cyrus was still making music.
Me.
She kicked Juicy J and Mike Will made it out the whip and went back to the pop. That's why. Listen, man. That's
a while ago too. Like,
listen, man. That's why y'all gotta stop, bro. Like, she was over here for a hot second, talking about stepping on my J's and stuff, and then she left. Nasty work.
What's old boy name that Eminem had beef with at one point? Machine Gun Kelly. He did the same thing. Same thing.
Well, that's different because he started out as a rapper. So I kind of
give him a little grace.
A little bit. Like, it's kind of like Post Malone. They start off as rappers, then they go left. All right, cool. But now I'm talking about somebody that was country pop, came over here, made 3-4 songs, and people
went
went crazy for it, and then left. No.
Yeah, we can't do that.
No, we can't do that. But no, shout out to Molly though.
Yeah, man. All right. Best new artist: Coco Jones, Gracie Abrams, Fred again, Ice Spice, Jelly Roll, Noah Kahan, Victoria Monet, The War and Treaty.
Hey man, that's a nice category. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I've heard a few of those people. Victoria Monet has really made a splash.
Man, what?
Bigger than Coco, and I love Coco. So don't get me wrong. But I think Victoria Monet is more of a well-rounded package, and then her album, it's kind of like she's being marketed as one of the next.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree with that. And her album Jaguar 2, if I'm not mistaken,
something to that effect. Like I heard a few songs.
Phenomenal album.
Yeah.
That album is phenomenal, right?
Yeah, I can't sit here and say I've heard the full body of work, but no, she be going.
Can we talk about Ice Spice for a second?
Why?
Because
I know I'm with you, bro. I'm with you.
So, somebody like listeners, anybody, has Ice Spice put out an actual project? Now I know she got singles.
Yeah.
So she has put out a project.
She has a project. Okay,
cool. Because I was curious as to why she may have been nominated for Best New Artist with not having like an actual project.
Well, you can. I think Best New Artist at the Grammys. It depends on, I guess, whatever the changing criteria is. And I'm not just speaking for Ice Spice. I'm just saying for the hot new people, right? I think if you have multiple singles and appearances, and then it's always network connections. So yeah. I think those things help with the nominations. That's it. Okay. But do I, definitely not a defense of if she should win or not. That's not it.
Well, I highly doubt she wins this category.
And then,
but just being nominated though.
But yeah, nominated. But give it to Jelly Roll though. Salute to a real one, man.
Like, look, and that's
salute to Jelly Roll.
That's where I was going next. Look, you seen the clip?
Yeah, that's all. That's all I need. I ain't heard one song.
Not one.
I
ain't heard a bar or nothing. No, he
went crazy.
My man gave church in there.
He looked like Bam Bam Bigelow.
He do. Damn. He do. That's funny.
But hey, listen, man. I'm always gonna stand for the chubby dudes, man. Do your thing, bro. Do your thing,
Unite.
Bro. I'm gonna stream your album now. Like I'm gonna have to go listen to some country. I'm already on Morgan Wallen, man. I might as well go.
See, and you was just talking about your palate wasn't even like that. Look at you. Look.
I try, man.
Look, I love it.
Morgan Wallen was on Lil Durk album. See if that helps.
But the fact that you expand, did you actually go listen? Yeah, okay, see, that's what I'm talking about. I love it. All right, let's get to the black people shit. Exactly. Best R&B performance: Chris Brown, "Summer Too Hot," Coco Jones, "I See You," Robert Glasper featuring Sir and Alex Isley, "Back to Love," SZA, "Kill Bill," Victoria Monet, "How Does It Make You Feel?"
That is crazy because, the Victoria Monet song, I would think it would be On My Mama. All right, that's one.
I know, right?
Right. SZA, Snooze and went platinum in the hood, like diamond in the hood, but somehow Kill Bill is on there. All right. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, now, granted, if Kill Bill gets played across the album more, I have no quarrels with that. And I think that's what it was because remember when we talked about the album, it wasn't a full review, but we was like, hey, we see what was going on here. It's like, that one part of the album sounds like this, and then it transitions into something else. And Kill Bill definitely sounds like this.
Yeah. I'm not really sure, and I always have to actually think about the title of the category, right? Because it's best R&B performance. Okay. So I think this is like how the artist sings on the song, like how they perform the record.
And "Summer Too Hot" by Chris Brown just came out.
Look. For your consideration.
I mean, literally.
For your consideration, I don't know.
It might have came out like right at the cutoff because it literally has not. It has not been out that long.
That's funny. Hey man, I
haven't even heard the Robert Glasper song, but just off the strength of that lineup, it should win.
Damn. Even though I really mess with I See You.
I like other songs more than I See You. I just I don't know if it's like anything anti-single. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like songs on the project.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
But, I mean, that's not what we're debating. So,
right.
But it's...
Got it. So the next category is Best Traditional R&B Performance.
Oh, okay.
So we just did Best R&B Performance, and this is Best Traditional R&B Performance. Yeah. So, nominees are Babyface featuring Coco Jones, "Simple," Kenyon Dixon, "Lucky," PJ Morton featuring Susan Carroll, "Good Morning," SZA, Love Language, and Victoria Monet featuring Earth, Wind and Fire and Hazel Monet, Hollywood.
That can go so many ways.
Right.
That can fool around and get that to PJ. Like, you know what I'm saying?
True.
Because PJ dope, yeah.
But shout out to Victoria Monet getting like Earth, Wind and Fire on a record. Like, that's dope.
And then, you know, SZA, like, in any of the, if any of the like categories she in, I don't think like she's a lot to win it. That's the crazy thing about it.
I see what you're saying.
Like, she's nominated 8 times. Like, listen, we've seen this done plenty of times, especially with the black artists, the ones that get the butts in the seats.
Hella nominations.
And SZA's butt go get a lot of butts in the seats, if you catch what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fact that SZA's going to be in the building and probably performing is going to get people there.
I would imagine that she's performing.
But
especially with this many nominations.
If she wins 2, that's cool. Anything over that, I'm very surprised. And that's not me doubting her artistry. It's just what the Grammys have done previously to black artists in her shoes.
Got you. Best R&B song: Coco Jones, I See You, Holly, Angel, Robert Glasper featuring Sir and Alex Isley, Back to Love, SZA, Snooze, Victoria Monet, On My Mama.
He was On My Mama.
On My Mama. Easy. Off the string.
Yeah.
That's it. Best progressive R&B album: Diddy, The Love Album.
Wow.
Terrence Martin and James Fauntleroy. Nova, Janelle Monáe, Age of Pleasure, SZA, SOS, Black, Since I Have a Lover.
I didn't like the Black album, so I'm gonna just slide that over there. SZA, I can see her winning that. I like the Terrence Martin and James Fauntleroy project, but it's short. You know what I'm saying?
Got it. Okay.
Probably like 7 songs. It's not a lot. It's not a lot going on.
It just made
the
cutoff of the album.
It's good though, right?
Right.
Janelle Monáe, I've heard good things. I don't remember it for me. So I'm not saying it's not good or not bad. And then I love the Diddy album, but we'll see. Like,
yeah,
and it just came out.
I kind of it did just come out. I see this going to SZA honestly, just based off the lineup.
Yeah,
but anything can happen. I wouldn't be surprised if Diddy paid somebody behind the scenes so he can win.
Well, if Carisha win the best hip hop platform, hey man.
Well, that's a little
that's a little different. You can pay off BET because he low key owned them.
That's what I'm saying.
But he can't pay off the Grammy board. It ain't that deep, bro. The Love album ain't got to win Grammys for the music to be appreciated. We already understand this.
So that was best progressive R&B album. These are the nominees for best R&B album.
Interesting.
Babyface, Girls Night Out.
I remember that.
I do. That album was actually really good. Coco Jones, What I Didn't Tell You, Deluxe. Emily King, Special Occasion. Summer Walker, Clear 2, Soft Life EP. And Victoria Monet, Jaguar 2. Those are the nominees for best R&B album.
Victoria or Babyface. The reason I say Babyface is because I think everybody on the album gets one.
Yes, and the actual album was fire.
No, the album
like
is
that
good,
shit was
but
fire.
I think all the features of all those women that he worked with get.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's why I said just, and that's not to say the album is not good, but I just like the idea that somebody that may have gotten overlooked can get that notoriety now.
Right. All right, we get into the rap categories now.
Woo.
Best rap performance: Baby King featuring Kendrick Lamar, The Hillbillies.
How?
Black Thought, The Love Letter. Coi Leray, Players. Drake and 21 Savage, Rich Flex. Killer Mike featuring Andre 3000, Future, and Aaron Allen Kane, Scientists and Engineers.
See, the problem I have with this, right?
What's up?
It's clear that certain people were nominated because of features, right? Kendrick, Baby King is there because of the Kendrick feature.
Okay.
Killer Mike is there because of the Andre feature, which is crazy to me. Like, 21 Savage is there because of Drake. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's true.
And it's definitely the radio single, Spin About You. Oh, okay, yeah, that's like, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't even heard this song, but give it to Black Thought. I'm talking. But I imagine
it's kind of like no, Rich Flex. I'm sorry, I was looking at the next category, Spin About You. But no. Rich Flex. Yeah. Okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's cool if they get it. I don't know. Like, I like Scientists and Engineers. Like, I love that song.
It's a great song, right? I don't know.
But baby,
it's like you
know, like baby, I didn't even know. Listen, bro, I didn't even know that was a song, bro.
Oh, you didn't?
Yeah.
It's okay. Like the beat is just It's just the way it's the way that they rap on the song. Really,
it's kind of like the other Baby Keem and Kendrick song. It's drawing the blank right now.
Oh wait,
I'm smoking on your top 5. You remember?
I'm about to say because it's 2 of them. It's
the very first one that they made.
Fuck.
Yeah, I'm smoking on your top 5. Top 5.
I'm mad. I'm drawing a blank because the beat is yes, that's it. That's it. The beat was in my head too. But yeah, they were nominated for that too.
Oh God.
So anyway, okay, that was best rap performance. This is best melodic rap performance.
Okay.
Burna Boy featuring 21 Savage, Sitting on Top of the World. Doja Cat, Attention. Drake and 21 Savage, Spin 'Bout You. Lil Durk featuring J. Cole, All My Life, and SZA, Low. I didn't catch the SZA one. Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Shout out to the Grammys.
No. Okay. Me personally, I'd give it to Doja Cat. That Attention song, even though it just came out recently.
See, that's the crazy thing about it. Like, I was like, these songs it's like, when is the cutoff? When is the cutoff?
We in November? Probably October 31st.
It had to be. It had to be because that is nasty.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But I don't know who.
I don't know, bro. That's so all over the place. Like, I'm not mad at anybody that wins that outside of SZA because she's not a rapper. And I didn't know that song was a rap song.
I didn't.
But it's like, it literally could go to anybody there, and I would not, hell no. Right? Like, I'm not mad at it.
We won't go.
Right, I'm not doing none of that. That's what's up, though. Like, it's kinda like, all right, Grammys.
All right, best rap song, Doja Cat, Attention.
Okay.
Drake and 21 Savage, Rich Flex.
Uh-huh.
Killer Mike, Andre 3000, them, Scientists and Engineers.
Okay.
Lil Uzi, Just Wanna Rock. Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice featuring Agua, Barbie World. All right, man. Let's just give it to Killer Mike and move on.
No.
Uzi.
Give it to Uzi.
Is it even a verse in this song?
It don't matter. He performed his song on the Grammy stage. He ended off the 50-year hip hop performance. Give it to that man. Crown that man. I ain't saying you got to win the best album. Crown him though.
That's insane. He gonna fuck around win for real though. That's your out.
I got nothing. That's all I got. Here it is. But listen,
all he do is breathe on the damn song.
They,
this is Pootie Tang in real life. This is crazy. What are we doing? What are we doing?
I got nothing though. That's the only reason I want to win, just off the bullshit. Like, I mean,
anyway, man,
the song grew on me. I'm not bumping in the whip.
Best rap album. Best rap album. All right, Drake and 21 Savage, Her Loss. Killer Mike, Michael. Metro Boomin, Heroes and Villains. Nas, King's Disease 3. Travis Scott, Utopia.
Interesting.
When King's Disease 3 come out?
Like earlier this year. We talked about it.
That's right. See, because
you think about Magic 2. No.
Magic 3.
No, Magic 3. King's
Well, shit, Magic 2 and 3. They just both of them came out this year, right? Am I tripping?
Maybe King's Disease 3 came out early. Was it the top of the year or I don't know.
That's what I was thinking.
But I mean, it's still within the cycle for sure. I'll give them that.
Got you. Well, hold on, because
it had Thun on there. It had
November 2022.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
Wow. Damn, that's the cycle?
Yeah.
Or I guess November to October. That's 12 month cycle. Okay, that makes sense.
Hell, the Grammys was last March.
Yeah. Okay, well, turn up.
Yeah.
So, between King's Disease 3 and Michael.
I enjoyed that album more.
I'm not. Listen, I ain't mad at it. You wouldn't give it to Travis Scott?
No, not this one.
Got you.
Nah, it's cool. That's what's up. Shout out to Travis.
Word. I think that's all the categories that we care about.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm scrolling just to be sure, but
I just want to say this. Shout out to SZA for leading the nomination pack. I hope that they don't, necessarily not award you for your hard work, but you know what I'm saying. Like, I don't want that to happen to her.
For sure.
That's crazy. Eight nominations. Nah, she sweep. Hey, that's what's up. But they ain't never let nobody sweep.
I'm about to say the reason she not gonna sweep because she not winning for best rap song or whatever category she was winning.
Okay, that's points were made.
I'm just saying
that's crazy.
I still can't believe it. I need to go back and listen because what?
Nah, you ain't missed nothing. I mean, you heard the song the first time.
They just, I don't know. Anyway, cause she black, huh? That's messed up.
Hey, listen, we talked about that. They're just putting black artists in there. All right.
You see, it doesn't make any sense. But anyway, listen. Shout out to the Grammys. Clearly, we all gonna watch and watch the performances and all that. We all in the big hamster wheel, whatever.
Pretty much. But hey, man, I know one thing we are in the hamster wheel about. This Marvel Cinematic Universe. The Marvels just dropped November 10th. We got Brie Larson, Iman Vellani.
Talk about it.
Tiana Parrish.
Yes, man.
And none other than Samuel L. Jackson. Starring in this film that came out just a few days ago. We're here to break it down the way that OS usually does. We get into the nuts, the bolts, the good, the bad, the ugly, and we give a 5 out of 5 rating at the end. So, Johnny.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, yeah. Please.
Listen, I'm just listening. Look, for the people.
Yeah, for the people. And I just saw it this morning, so
look, it's fresh.
It's fresh. It's fresh up here. But, Johnny, what did you think about the film overall?
The Marvels, we have talked about this the last few months, off and on, right?
Yeah.
Didn't really have a lot going into it.
No fanfare. Either.
No fanfare. We've been saying for months this is the sequel to 3 different properties. Where do I start? Let me just start by saying this. This movie was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun. I really enjoyed this movie. We talked about how short the movie was, being the shortest movie in the MCU. Will it hurt it? Will it help it? Whatever. Yeah. I think it helped it. They got straight to it. I think they did a good job of introducing. It's difficult when you have to introduce and reintroduce a character at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Because Miss Marvel and Tiana Parrish, right? Both of their characters debuted in other properties in the MCU. Tiana Parrish, Monica Rambeau debuting in WandaVision, and Kamala Khan debuting in Miss Marvel, both Disney Plus shows, right?
Yeah.
So having to reintroduce to people who have seen those properties and then introduce them to people who haven't seen it, I personally think they did a good job in doing it.
Yeah. You know what this film kind of reminds me of? It's not the same. I'm not saying it's the same level of film, but as far as like Ant-Man, right? The first Ant-Man, and the reason I say that is because it was such a refresher from everything that was going on.
I like that.
That's why this film feels fun. You know what I'm saying? Like I can watch it. I didn't have too many quarrels with it. You know, it's just a few things. I'm like, oh, it's a lot going on here.
Yeah,
but, we'll talk about that when we get to the ugly. But did I enjoy it? Definitely compared to previous projects, because I always got to do that. Yes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yes.
Absolutely.
I think I could run this back quicker than most.
Talk about it. Okay.
I think that I can run this back quicker
I'm
than
not
most.
mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
So we'll get into it. Let's get into it now.
Do it.
The good. What did you enjoy about the film?
Kamala Khan, just period.
Yeah.
Like, the personality, the actress that played her, everything about that character is phenomenal.
Yeah, she's
phenomenal.
She was like Tiffany Haddish in Girls Trip.
Hey,
like
bro, that's hilarious. Just the comparison is hilarious.
Like clearly the MVP of the film, right?
Yes,
I think that her comedic timing was well. Everything that I hated about her in her own fucking show, I loved in the film. I had to call myself out on this. I was like, no. Everything I hated in the show, bro. Everything.
But see, I wonder if that's because Miss Marvel was her show. So it's only her for real. She's the main character.
Yeah.
She's in an ensemble cast now. So they fit
balanced,
her where it needs to.
It balanced
that, bro,
it
that's
out.
Hilarious.
It balanced it out so much.
That's hilarious.
Shout out to the director, black woman Nia DaCosta, something like that.
Yeah, I believe that's it. But you know what I'm sorry, you about to say
No, that's it.
Oh, my bad. Okay, so what I appreciate most about this film, right? There have been so many things to happen in the MCU since the first Captain Marvel movie, right? But with all of that going on, this movie still feels like a direct sequel to the first Captain Marvel movie. First Captain Marvel movie was just cool, but this is still a direct sequel to that because the villain, everything that the villain was trying to do is a direct impact of what happened at the end of the first movie.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that.
Yeah, and the weaving of Monica Rambeau, which she didn't get a superhero name, but
She
Monica
did, right.
Rambeau and Mrs. Marvel's character all felt well. Like one part that I think they really introduced well, or at least kept reiterating, was the idea of family.
Yes.
And how this all works together. Like Kamala Khan's family being fully immersed into the film,
Absolutely.
right? The parents, great. The sibling, dope,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And then the failed relationship between Carol and Monica, and her mother passing, and just the things they had to work through to kind of get through that. I appreciate those type of storylines because it does give the characters depth.
Absolutely. Got to see that emotion. Like,
Yeah.
and each time we've seen Monica Rambeau in WandaVision or whatever, she's hinted at the disdain that she has for Carol because she hasn't seen her. She hasn't been back since she was a kid.
Yeah.
And all of that came to a head in this movie. They even had the dialogue where Monica, got it off her chest, like, you were supposed to come back.
Yeah.
I didn't want you to be Captain Marvel. I just wanted you to be Auntie Carol.
Yeah.
Like that was dope to me.
Yeah. No, that is some bright points in the film for sure. So I enjoyed, like, I think the acting by everybody was kind of spot on. Nick Fury just being Nick Fury. He kind of felt like he was running around like with a
chicken with his head gone. No, say it.
Yeah, because I was like, damn, Nick, like, you better.
Which
than
is
this,
crazy because if this movie takes place after Secret Invasion,
it's nasty, right?
Two completely different Nick Furies.
Listen, you know what? Let's just get to the bad. Let's just get to the bad, right? Because it's a lot that I could say that's bad with this film. Like, for one, like you said, Nick Fury being as aloof as he was,
Crazy.
right? Like, I like Nick Fury really has a handle on things, but you know what? Kind of thinking about what Secret Invasion was. No, this is actually spot on. Because remember how off he was in Secret Invasion?
Yes, I do.
Like, just like he wasn't ahead of the game. Niggas was ahead of him. Like,
True.
That ain't Nick Fury. Now, this is the second part I have, right? I think that they dumbed down Captain Marvel's powers, right? How is she the most powerful being in the I'll say the continent, in the universe, right? She out here smacking up Thanos like she, whenever you need something, page her.
Yeah.
But this one Kree, like this one Kree alien smoking her boots. you need two other people to jump her. Like, nah, that's crazy to me. Now, am I wrong? Because it felt like she was the most powerful being. They was like.
I don't like the fact you just brought that up.
Because I was like,
not mad.
I was so like,
I'm trying to justify it because maybe because Dar-Ben had the other bangle, the other quantum, whatever, I forgot what they called it. I'm just gonna call it bangle. The other bangle, right? Maybe that enhanced her powers because she was able to absorb Captain Marvel's powers when she shot her with the blast. Okay. So I'm gonna just leave it at that because if I think about it some more, I'll be bad.
Listen, I watched it like, no, Dar-Ben kind of smoking y'all right now. like y'all jumping her, but she kind of keeping up.
Nah, she was absolutely keeping up. That's crazy. That's crazy.
It's crazy because like the two other Marvels just figuring out how to use their powers for real.
Well, okay, so not necessarily, right?
Okay.
It seems as if Miss Marvel in this movie has a hold on how to control her powers. Now, she had just got them. She learned it in the show.
Yeah.
But she clearly knew how to use it. Like, she was doing her thing, going crazy, right?
I'm thinking toward the end. Like toward the end when she knew how to do it. Everybody did toward the end, right? But they had the training montage and all that. So I was just like, oh.
Well, so the training montage was to help them figure out how to like switch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now
the
powers themselves, they knew how to use.
Okay.
But just learning how to switch and all that, which is actually one of my favorite parts of the movie.
Okay.
Like I thought the fight scenes were great. The fact that they had to integrate their powers and learn how to switch and do all that, like throwing an apple up and catching it different. Was fire.
It made them work together as a team. And Captain Marvel being a captain, right? She has the name captain, but she doesn't know how to lead. She doesn't know how to be around people. She doesn't play well with others. That's why she's not a likable character, I guess. I don't know.
No,
I'm talking about like the characters don't really care for Captain Marvel. It seems like. Or am I tripping?
Wait.
No,
let me make sure I understand.
Not MCU or lore. Not them niggas. Not them. I'm talking about like people like in like in the world, in the MCU world, like, do they like Captain Marvel?
Oh,
like
I see. Okay,
like the heroes. That's all. That I can't get it out. The heroes. Do they like her like that?
Well, I don't know. I think it's a toss up because she's never really been around. She only came around when Thanos started being.
Like,
It's like, all right, cool. You helped. Bet I appreciate that. I mean, she showed up in the after credit scene of Shang-Chi. She was like one of the holograms and shit, and it seemed like they was talking. I don't know.
Yeah.
Neither the Kree or the Skrull like her. She was supposed to help the Skrulls, and then
the poor Skrulls, man, they just be touching L's, boy. L's.
It don't make no sense.
I'm jumping back around, right? I do appreciate the villain, right?
Mm-hmm.
Darben, because usually when villains have a noble cause, for the most part, that definitely gives you a layer of empathy with the villain.
It's true.
All she wanted was for her people's homeland to sustain.
That's it.
Now, how she went about it, maybe that's debatable. But then again, Captain Marvel went in there and messed that whole thing up. They kept calling her Annihilator. I was like, oh, because she, did what she did, and it cut off the natural resources of the planet.
Right.
So now it's a whole race of people suffering from something that you did.
Yep.
So I enjoyed Darben's motivation. Her even, like, she was a little sinister. I don't think she was, like, over the top with it. But she just needed to get to what she needed to do.
All she needed was the resources to make her people be able to live freely again, right? And her way of going about it was taking resources from all of the places that Captain Marvel held near and dear to her heart, because she's the one that caused all the mayhem.
Yeah, all the mayhem.
So
so I can appreciate Darben in this, and the poor Skrulls, man. The Skrulls just be catching the fade, bro. Catching L's. Now this is one thing I didn't like, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm about to get into my intelligentsia bag.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Usually I don't go here, but
let's do it.
Like, so the Skrull colony has been destroyed, and the Marvels have done everything that they possibly can to, save them, save as many people as they could. And I called in a favor from a friend. You have Tessa Thompson's character Valkyrie show up,
yes,
to get these people. I'm like, why didn't you get Thor? But where Thor at? Why we have to get Valkyrie? Make it.
Well, okay, I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Valkyrie is the new head president, chief, whatever you want to call it, of New Asgard. She's their leader. Okay. Thor isn't.
Oh,
so New Asgard, which
it's on Earth.
It's somewhere on Earth, right?
It's on Earth.
And it's a whole tourist attraction. All the Asgardians are there, and I feel like I remember Korg saying New Asgard will be a safe haven for all aliens or whoever needs refuge, right? Okay. But Valkyrie is the person that's over that. She's the president or whatever you want to call it.
She's the king, right?
King. Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah, okay. She's the king.
Thor is with that little girl.
Yeah, Thor off doing his thing.
Okay, so I walk back that criticism there. Yeah. But my thing is, right, the Skrulls weren't safe on Earth, right, after Secret Invasion. So now I'm confused. That's a plot hole, right?
Yes. So
because the Skrulls wanted to be free of more, like, transforming into human form to be safe. Mm-hmm. Now, granted, they'll be amongst Asgardians, but Asgardians can walk around. You see how Tessa Thompson look? Shout out to her. Like, you see how Tessa Thompson look? They ain't no alien, baby. And if she an alien, all right, what's up, baby? Like, we embrace you, baby. But that green shit, keep that over
absolutely
there, my boy.
No, that's funny. That's funny as hell. I absolutely feel and understand your thought process there. Yeah. And in the moment watching the movie, I'm trying to justify it too, because it's like we got these two factions of Skrulls, right? Yeah. But aside from all the Skrulls that were on Earth, the ones that were at the nuclear plant and the ones that were, that infiltrated all the political offices, all the rest of them were the ones that were on that colony, where most of them died and Captain Marvel and them saved. Yeah. The rest. That's all. Like, there are no more Skrulls in the universe. Like, that's it. That's it. So everybody that's been, all the Skrulls that have been on Earth for those 30 whatever years, they're the ones that have really, I don't really want to say suffered the most, because I feel like they all suffering. But
they all suffering. Because no matter what, the Kree still got their land. Like, they still got something to call their own, even though it may be a little destitute right now, right? But the Skrulls have nothing.
It's true. No, absolutely. They have no home. They have nothing. So another
problem. that whole Bollywood stuff that they was pulling off when they pulled up to Captain Marvel's apparently a princess.
Yeah, it's funny. Somebody said she's officially a Disney princess now. That's funny. That was funny.
But I was just like, this is annoying.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
You liked it?
I despise musicals, period, right? I'm not a musical fan.
But you liked it?
I wasn't mad at it. I wasn't mad at it, and they were able to incorporate the jokes, right? So like the prince or the king or whoever, right?
Prince of Persia, I know.
No, facts, right? Yeah, of course, the language is song, so they can't understand it if you don't sing. So when the song over and she talking to him regular, how can he understand? Oh, he bilingual, bro. I died.
I know, no, that was funny, but it's still like this whole song stuff. Like, hey man, we got.
Hey man, listen, you gotta think about the MCU universe, right?
Yeah,
bro, you got infinite amount of planets, time, all this. So
somebody got to do something different.
It's hey man, look, and they gave them their new suits. They suits was fire. Their new suits was fire.
Oh yeah, all three of them. She had the ribbon.
Yeah, no, that was hard. Okay, Wonder Woman out here.
Now another introduced element, right? I won't say that it was bad or good. It's just let's see how we feel about this, right? Goose was introduced, right? Obviously the strong character that's a cat that is an alien, right? Now he has a whole bunch of babies.
I know. Listen. When
that was some James Gunn shit. James Gunn would have definitely did some gross shit like this. I was like, is this Guardians of the Galaxy now? Because brother,
listen. It was weird. It was weird.
You weren't mad at it?
It was weird because when they found we didn't know it was an egg at first. But when they found the first egg, I was like, oh shit, like this probably setting up a new movie or something. Like I don't know what this is, but the motherfucker hatched and it's a new cat. I said, oh no,
bro. We could have just had more pods. We didn't have to do this, Marvel. We didn't have to do this. We could have just had enough escape pods, bro. Come on, man. Bro, come on, man.
Look, it was weird, bro. Absolutely weird. But how else you gonna sneak all the people off
with more pods? Like Nick Fury. Nick Fury. Let me call you to the carpet, bro. Like you ain't supposed to be slipping like this. You supposed to be inventory and all that.
You ready.
You supposed to be ready. How you got all these people up there on Saber, but it ain't no escape pods? That's crazy.
If you know you got 1,000 people, you need to have 1,000 people worth of pods to get them off.
At least 500 pods, right?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
See, all right, stop poking plows with my shit.
Stop doing it.
I don't like it because I like that flirting shit. I like that.
I was like the cats.
Like, oh, that's smart as hell. Yeah, like how else you gonna get all these people off?
And then he was just like,
right.
It's like, come on, just get it over with. Like that's cool.
Then they was chasing the little cats around. Like that's I don't know. It was funny.
It was funny though, but it's just like, come on, bro.
Bro, that's hilarious. I mean, you right though. Like I don't want to say it, but you right. Like you right.
Nick Fury slipping, bro. He's slipping, bro.
Hey man.
So I guess I done covered my good, bad, and ugly. I don't know. Did you have like any other parts of the film that you enjoyed, you didn't care for, was trash? Like I don't think anything I said was just like, oh, this is garbage. It's just merely me poking plot holes. But the only thing I just honestly probably didn't care for was the singing. But it's not bad though. You know what I'm saying?
I one thing that I noticed, and maybe I'm kind of piecing things together, right?
Yeah.
So at the end of the movie, they defeat Darben. Well, Darben, she actually gets a hold of both bangles, right? She puts them on, and they try to warn her, like, hey, you can't handle that. She put them on. She did her thing, trying to, like open like one of the.
I was about to say wormhole, but that's not what it's called. It's called a
jump point. Yeah, open the jump point, and then she disintegrates, right? Because her body can't handle it, and she opens a portal to another timeline, another realm, another universe.
Whatever.
But in seeing that, right, I'm starting to realize that different characters within the MCU have different methods of opening or being able to travel between universes. So, like, if you think about Ant-Man and them, right, they can go through the quantum realm and go to different timelines, different universes, and things like that. Doctor Strange, he got America Chavez. She can just open the portals to different timelines and shit. Now we got the Marvels, right? Somehow they can all use their powers together to open a portal to a different timeline.
Yeah.
So I think and I'm going to imagine that Shang-Chi can do something similar with the 10 rings. That's just a thought, right?
That's fair.
I'm thinking that all of this is going to come to a head when it comes to Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars, because you're going to have all these different Kangs, different timelines, different universes and all that, and you're going to have different teams of Avengers that need to chase them and fight them.
Yeah.
And you have all of these different characters that have their own means to travel amongst the realms, the timelines and stuff like that. So I see them setting that up where they'll be able to travel to different universes differently.
Okay.
Ant-Man got their thing, Marvel's got their thing. Like, everybody has a means of travel.
Okay. I'm listen. You cooking, bro?
So I thought that was interesting.
That's a decent. Well, I'm gonna say decent, dope theory.
Yeah.
But let's talk about this.
Yes, sir.
Before we get to the after credits thing, let's talk about the ending of the film. Right.
Yep.
It ends with a noble sacrifice. I think something like that was definitely needed, right? Because it tugs at the emotional heartstrings.
Right.
Because like we went through this whole, not even a full 2 hours, but just of them building somewhat of a new family together, right? Not even just superheroes with a common bond. It just seems like they bonded over something else. So you have Monica Rambeau, who definitely sacrifices herself for, it looks like, the universe, right?
Right.
Just closing the jump port. And I don't think I felt like it was like, oh, she
Just the
died.
end. Yeah,
it's
definitely
just,
not.
it's just like she's just somewhere else.
Right,
now.
exactly.
So, I mean, what'd you think about that?
I thought it was dope, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I was sad when it happened. It's like, damn, why the black woman got to sacrifice herself? Like, that's crazy. But I mean, it was reminiscent of Tony Stark in Avengers, right? Where he took the missile that they was about to shoot on New York, and he shot it. He guided it up to the Chitauri, right? And how he, he free fall down right as the hole was closing. I thought something similar was going to happen with Monica Rambeau, but no, she got stuck.
I thought about it more in the sense of like Guardians of the Galaxy when Star-Lord jumped out there trying to save Gamora, and he put his his mask on, something to that
like
effect,
that,
something to that effect. But still, noble sacrifice for the sake of, I guess, humanity. I don't know. Like, I don't know who was being saved, but we had to close the jump port.
Exactly.
So we end the film pretty much with them down in Louisiana. I think that was Carol Danvers' old house, right? Or was it Monica Rambeau's house?
I think it was Monica Rambeau in them old house.
Okay,
if I'm not mistaken.
The cons, they done messed up their house in Jersey City. They need a house.
For real.
I mean, Saber could pay for it. I mean, you just for real shit.
Yeah, but I think with Carol Danvers, it was her, first of all, paying respect to Miss Marvel's parents, like, hey, we messed up your house, I'm sorry here. But also, that's her new family now. That's her new family.
It pretty much is.
And Carol Danvers already has like a special connection with the house anyway, because that was Maria Rambeau's house, right? So now she has this new family there. I can come visit y'all because this is my safe space, and y'all are my safe space. Pretty much. So yeah, I think.
And I was just thinking about that. They moved her out of New York. What does that mean for Miss Marvel's character if she's supposed to be like crossover with Spider-Man and shit like that, right?
Well, I think this is where we get to in the very last scene.
Oh, okay.
The Young Avengers.
Oh.
This is where we go.
Yeah. Okay, talk about it.
So this may be Louisiana, may be her base now because that's her house, right?
Yeah.
But she got all the intel she needs. She connected with Nick Fury. She connected with Captain Marvel. She got everything she needs to go and get these people. Yeah. So we get to the last scene, right? And this is literally straight out of Iron Man, right?
First MCU film.
Oh my God, it's such a dope callback, right?
Yeah.
Because we all know the iconic scene where Nick Fury first meets Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Same exact scene. We have Miss Marvel, who is sitting in Kate Bishop's apartment as she comes in, and pretty much says verbatim what Nick Fury said to Iron Man, right? And this is how we set up the Young Avengers. She mentioned Cassie Lang in her speech.
Yeah.
So we already got three of the Young Avengers already. So I thought that was fire.
No, it's dope.
That was fire.
Dope. I just wonder how they pay this off. But speaking of a payoff, let's get to this after credit scene, my boy.
Hey man.
So, oh man, poor Monica Rambeau, man. She wakes up. We don't know where it just yet, and she wakes up to a Maria Rambeau that we think is Maria Rambeau, but it's not Maria Rambeau. is just someone that looks just like her. So imagine the emotions of seeing your dead mother when you wake up.
Man,
and all the feels, like all the tears, all that. I was like, oh man, this is dope, a dope reunion. She was like, who?
And see, this is shout out to Tiana Paris, man, because I feel like she acted that well. She did phenomenal acting, period, in the movie.
Oh, yeah,
but that scene specifically showing the emotions of seeing who you think was your dead mom. Oh my god, she did amazing, bro.
Oh yeah,
she did amazing.
Know.
But
hey, yo,
no,
mic drop.
Let's
hey,
no,
mic drop.
Forget
bro.
all that. Let's get to it though.
Fuck all that. Let's talk about it. Come on.
We see a blue. We see a blue streak walk across the screen. Right. Then we hear this voice, such a familiar voice.
The one and only.
Oh, it feels so good to
Kelsey
hear this
Grammer.
voice. Like, fam, I haven't heard this voice.
That's the original. They went and got Kelsey for that.
Talk about it.
They went and got Kelsey for that.
He says what he says, then they pan the camera to his face. Oh my God, it's the beast. Hold on. It's the beast. And not any beast. This is Kelsey Grammer's beast, like Ralph just said. This is the original.
And they de-aged him too. I like
man,
that.
look.
They made him younger.
Oh my God.
Hank McCoy.
We kind of they alluded to mutants in Miss Marvel and in Wakanda Forever, right? But this is our full-fledged confirmation that mutants exist in the MCU. Talk about it. That's crazy, bro.
He's like, hey, I think Charles gonna want to see it. Hold on, chill out.
Look, this after credit scene almost brought the feel back, bro. It almost brought the feel back. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, this is the thing, right? We can talk about how the Marvels is probably, it's crazy to sit here and say it, right? And call me out on my recency bias.
Okay.
Recency bias.
I got you.
But out of what is this, phase 4?
No, this is 5.
This is 5?
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the better films of 5.
Man, hey, talk about it.
And this is before I got the after credit scene in it.
Agreed.
The after credit scene is just like a good cherry on top.
Let's think real quick, because Wakanda Forever was the end of phase 4.
Okay, and that was last November.
Okay,
so we only got 3 films.
We got Guardians 3, Quantumania.
Yeah.
And
so it's better than that. Better than those. It might be neck and neck with Guardians. I like Guardians 3. Guardians 3.
Guardians 3 was good.
High Evolutionary is smoking a lot of these niggas' boots. We talking about villainy.
No, we talking
villainy.
No, that's real.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
And the story, and I think the story was better too. But Ant-Man.
Look, they did a hell of a redemption from the first Captain Marvel movie.
I'll give you that.
I'll just say that.
I'll give you that.
I'll say that.
I'll give you that.
The fact that, again, like I said earlier, like, so much has happened in between the first Captain Marvel and the Marvels, right?
Mm-hmm.
But to be able to have a movie that's a direct sequel to that in the midst of everything else going on and introducing 2 new characters, they did a great job. And with the movie not even being 2 hours.
And I've always given like certain sequel shit for this, right?
Yeah.
Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel, did not feel like a sub story in her own movie. That's when I'm happy that did not happen here. That was my whole gripe going into this was like, oh, she's gonna be an afterthought. No.
Yeah.
They weave 3 stories together pretty good. Pretty good.
Listen.
Pretty good. I mean pretty damn good. You know what I'm saying?
And this is the thing, like in the first 3 phases in the Infinity Saga,
yeah,
they had a great track record of that. They always did that, right?
Yeah.
Especially with the Captain America movies.
Yeah.
Civil War, Winter Soldier, like especially Civil War, like introducing Spider-Man and Black Panther, but still feeling like
a Captain
America property film.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, they did their thing with the Marvels, bro.
Right, and then Civil War was there. The end was Tony Stark daddy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's so much. Okay, yeah, all right, we got off of that. Okay, out of 5, I'll jump out.
Go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna jump. Right, and I don't want to do anything too outlandish because I just saw it today.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have any time to think. Like I haven't had any confirmations of Easter eggs and stuff like that. So right now it's a 3.
Okay.
Solid 3.
Mm-hmm. I was initially going 3.5, but after having this conversation that we had and understanding that this really is a good movie, like this is a good movie, I think I'm going 3.75. I'm going 3.75. Like it's just too. it's too good of a movie. Like it does still have implications throughout the MCU without relying on it, right?
Yes.
And the fact that they were able again to introduce and reintroduce at the same time 2 new characters in this film and still be a Captain Marvel property. Like no, like come on, man. No, this is great. This is great. And I'm actually kind of sick of seeing the post about like how much money the movie made in the opening weekend. Oh, this is the lowest MCU movie opening weekend ever. Like, cool, but understand we literally just got off the writers and actors strike. They weren't even able to promote this. What's the young lady name that played Kamala?
Iman Vellani.
If she was able to actually go on a press run for this movie, I mean, I ain't saying this, it's gonna be like some stupid crazy billion dollars, but it would be way better than what the opening weekend was. That girl is a star.
Yeah, I think the thing with Captain Marvel, right? It was $1 billion property, right? Mm-hmm. But that was in the midst of building up the end of the Infinity Saga. So the Marvel senses were heightened, so everybody was just on. We got to see everything because it's about to get to the end.
It's getting real.
But I think I don't know, bro. It's so much. I hate to go off of the disdain for like online banter. You know what I'm saying? Like people that hate, Brie Larson or the Captain Marvel character or the women-led properties of whatever. But it's just, I think this is a good film. I think it's solid. Like I said, I saw it today. I saw it at 11 o'clock. It is 4. No, it's like almost 6. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it's fresh here. Right. I haven't even had time to decompress.
Right, nah, for real. You ain't watching no recaps yet?
No recaps. None of that. Straight here, man. Straight drop, man.
That's funny as hell. But nah, look. Clearly, we reached the end of the document, right?
Yes.
But please, if you're on YouTube, hit the comment section. Let us know about any of the topics we discussed today. Listen, we ready to talk Marvels, baby.
Yes, sir.
So get in there. Let's talk about it, right? Hit that like button. Yeah. Hit that subscribe button. Notification bell. Yeah. We'll catch y'all next week.
Yeah.
Now, if you're on audio, we're going to get to
it. You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.